Well,
oh man, social media.
Social media in high school football. That's a good topic.
To be honest, I think I like the social media aspect.
I'm not a huge fan of it because it does tend to taint some of the kids' judgment.
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's taken off.
It influences the game a great deal.
It's a gift and a curse.
Well, I think social media is the new way of marketing.
I think social media is a platform that you can use, get exposure, but it's also a platform you can use to get exposed.
I think it's a gift and a curse.
I think it could be good, and I think it could be bad too.
The pro of it is you can sell yourself. The con of it is some people can get wrapped up into selling themselves and themselves so much.
You know, it's just you have to control it.
Think about it before you press send.
I think it's an area that's untapped that we need to, just kind of shed light on. It's just another platform. It's pretty much selling yourself.
From the standpoint of getting your name out there to college, all right, it's a necessity at this point.
I like it for the players, the student athletes, because it gives them an opportunity to display their talent.
You know, I'm not a fan of instant gratification.
You got to have something out there, some content out there to stay relevant.
Well, every week, something's getting posted. Recruiting is a 24-hour, 7 days a week, 365 job.
I mean, it's huge. I mean, our social media account has so many followers, and everyone's liking and commenting, and I think that's the way of the world now.
I mean, the coverage is great. It's great to promote the game. I mean, that part of it, I think we all like that part.
Obviously, it's the gift.
I'm telling our guys all the time, update your huddles, you know what I'm saying? Post your stuff on social media just so, because college coaches are on there.
A college coach that's following you sees can hurt you or it can help you.
And allow these colleges that they seek to go to. It allows those people to kind of get an idea of what type of kid, what type of player, what type of character they're getting.
I think it's important for the kids to be able to decipher what's true and what's not.
A little bit too much of, posting kids because they transfer here and there, and I think some of those kids, they want that.
I'm not a big fan of it, but, as a young head coach, I'm learning to adjust to it. The climate is different, so I'm learning to adjust to that as well, so that's a part of it.
Because I use social media as a coach as far as publicizing our program, learning. I get a lot out of social media.
Obviously, we use it, and I have our kids use it almost as a marketing tool to try and get their name out there.
We take great pride, too, in using our social media platforms to promote our kids.
To get the kids to understand the influence and the impact that social media can bring to their football career.
A lot of the recruiting is done through social media right now. And I said, you got to use it to your advantage. Okay, don't think put anything out there that you would be embarrassed to say or your mom would be embarrassed to read. So we kind of try to coach our guys. It's a big part of it.
At the end of the day, I always say, what would your mom want to see? And how would your grandma look at it?
I feel it's important that the kids make sure they're doing the right thing as far as what they're posting.
Social media provides a lot of noise.
And we kind of just school our guys and say, hey, listen, don't ever say anything disrespectful. Don't get anything that's going to give our opponent some kind of fuel.
The smack talk and whatnot can get a little out of control.
But you got to be careful, because you say one wrong thing on social media and you put one thing, it's really hard to backtrack.
And I think that social media can be used in more positive aspect.
That doesn't mean you can't be a kid. That doesn't mean you can't have fun.
And I think some of our young people put too much stock into social media.
It's the way of these kids, man.
It's a great platform when it's done correctly.
We talk about it all the time with our kids, you know what I'm saying?
Anything that can promote high school football and get the attention of people and bring people out to the games is always good.
I think it's a double-edged sword, but I think it's also up to us as the adults to really monitor what these kids do, and media platforms also to monitor what you're putting out there.
A player could put out a highlight tape at noon, and at 12:15, a school could like it and give them an offer.
It allows the players to kind of get their personalities out there. And I told them you could try to create a brand, but what is really going to create your brand is what you do in the classroom and what you do on the football field, because that's going to speak much louder than you posting every 5 minutes.
A lot of kids posting a lot of different things that colleges are looking at.
The best way to go from underrated to right there being the top guys to just continue to work.
The number one thing is, I think kids, I always tell this, use it to help your career. Use it to help your recruiting.
How they may actually be viewed by college coaches compared to being viewed by their friends.
When you go to college, you're a college man, you're a college woman. You're taking care of the next 40 years of your life, not just the next 4.
Get a degree, not a family man raising a family. I think it does also give kids exposure to college coaches all over the country.
I kind of put it in regards to music. So now, you know, really go off of how many albums you sell, go off of streams. So it's the same thing, it comes faster.
It's also a curse in the standpoint of, I think it puts a lot of expectation on kids.
You're getting too much hype or not enough.
Everybody's not Division I. If you see one kid posting an offer, don't get caught up in that because you got your own journey.
Put your best foot forward and showcase your talent every time you have that chance to.
I think you got to coach your guys on it. Our guys, you know, as a school, we embrace it. You know, I think it's too big to fight it.
It's a necessity, though. It's absolutely a necessity.
I think it's good as long as it's controlled.